19 News. First, fair, everywhere.
Welcome back. As students head back to class, but not actually in the classroom, their mental health is of concern, especially if they already have some problems they're dealing with, Aaron.
Absolutely, Tiffany. Ohio teachers are getting free training to identify and help those most at risk. Jen Pachano with this story.
Social isolation is a huge factor for these kids, and for some of them, school is an escape. So the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation is making a new virtual mental health training available to all Ohio K-12 teachers. And here's how it works. Teachers log in to Kognito and they interact with a virtual student. It's pre-programmed. The virtual student starts the conversation and then the teacher gives a response. The system will tell you whether it was right or wrong and why. There are courses for elementary, middle, and high school teachers with scenarios for three kinds of students: the straight A student, the average, and the troubled students.
You walk through talking to each of those students that exhibit different warning signs for suicide. Because a lot of times, it's not just up front what you see. A lot of times it's kind of behind the scenes. And then how do you detect that within those students?
Austin Lucas with the Suicide Prevention Foundation says in a virtual school setting, the warning signs and how to detect them can be different. Teachers are being tasked with so much right now. It's an extremely challenging fall. Why is this particular training important for them to do on top of everything else?
It's very important for teachers to be equipped to identify when their students are at risk for either suicide, but not just suicide, mental distress and certain mental conditions, because again, a lot of the risk factors associated with mental illness and suicide are heightened during COVID.
Strongsville Schools, which started the school year virtually this week, has already trained a good amount of their teachers on this program. This is free and available to all Ohio teachers now through the end of October. It is on demand, so you can stop and start, leave and come back, and the certification in total takes about an hour. There's also a peer-to-peer program available for high school students. So if you'd like to access any of these programs, contact the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation. That link is on my Facebook page and the 19 News website. Jen Pachano, 19 News.